Good morning, everybody. This is Ben Sellen with DXP. I've got a serious conversation for you today. It might take a little longer, but share it with people, or just listen. If your home has not sold in the last couple years, you may have been lied to, and I can tell you why. And I'll even do a video series about why and how you've been lied to. Buying a home and selling a home is a very expensive, oftentimes very expensive, the most expensive purchase and sale that you are going to do in your life. People bank their livelihood, their retirement, their wealth on real estate transactions. So you can't mess up. You need a professional, okay? But there seems to be some weasels in our industry that are not following the code of ethics, and I want to expose those weasels because you may have been lied to, and it's one of those things. So if your home hasn't sold in the last couple years, what could be the problem? Number one, a lot of these agents will say it's the market. The market is soft. Okay, there's too many comparables, but really it comes down to this: the price and your marketing. Okay, very simple, but you can break it down. Let's talk about the price real quick. Why is the price too high? There's something in our industry called buying a listing, especially for sellers who are, interviewing multiple agents. They're interviewing multiple agents to see who's the best fit. They're interviewing multiple agents to see who's going to sell their house. And oftentimes, it's not the discernment. I'm sorry, but the discernment is not always the best, okay? I just need you to understand that sellers want to be sold too, all right? So they go to the first agent, and the first agent sees their home. It's a nice, beautiful home. And they say, I think we could sell it for $630,000. Second agent, I think we could sell it for maybe $625,000. Pretty close, right? You think that the sellers would choose one of those agents, and then some unscrupulous agent comes up and says, oh, I think you could get $850. $850? What the heck are you talking about? You're way off from those other agents. They have the same tools, unless you have more tools like PropStream or different types of tools, and you do different types of market analysis, which they can bear a little bit different results, but you're going to kind of wash out around similar numbers. There's no substantiating that 850 number. That agent may be just trying to get a listing and says anything the buyer wants or the seller wants to hear. Anything, which is totally amoral. Like, now the house has been on the market for years. They've gone price drop after price drop. Now, there's another way the price could have been wrong on this, okay? There's another way. The other way is you have a certain point in time where the prices are up here, and then over time the prices are here. And you list it here where all the comparables, sales of the last 6 months, 3 to 6 months, tell you exactly what is happening with similar properties in your market, okay? That's where they're getting data. Now, that data may have slid, and you were at 700, and now you're closer to 6, just because the market demand for that type of house is not there anymore. But at the same time, you have 3 agents, and 2 of them are giving about the same price, and then one agent. So one agent will come up with something way different. That's called buying a listing, and that's where you have been fleeced, my friend. My sellers, you have been lied to, and you were given hopium. They said, oh, we're going to sell it, and then month after month after month, you're not selling. You're getting more frustrated. You're probably paying a mortgage on that house. A lot of times the house is empty, so it's not getting any rental income. You're not living there anymore. You're paying 2 mortgages, and you want out. Big freaking immoral problem. That's number one, the price. Listen to your agent. If there needs to be a price reduction and your agent can't tell you there needs to be a price reduction, get another agent. You need one that will communicate with you, that will shoot straight with you. Now, I will go into buyers on this Your Agent Has Lied to You series. I will do that. The second way is marketing. Beautiful house on the market for 2 years. Why has it been on the market for so long? It's been on the market for a year. It's been on the market for 2 years. You renew with these guys. Oh, the market's soft. For some reason, these unscrupulous agents tell these sellers, hey, we're gonna sell your house by marketing over to Seattle. They don't market to Seattle. That's not where most of your marketing gets impact. If you have 5 houses on the market that are pretty similar, similar square footage, similar year that they were built, maybe different areas or maybe even similar areas, you are going to be lost if you don't have marketing. Now, where does the marketing best get impacted? Locally. You need local marketing. That is number one. I get calls nonstop. From sellers who are pissed off that their agent isn't selling their home. And I just say, look, I can't really help you with this because you're under contract, but I would just go back to your agent and ask them, what is your marketing plan consisting of? How are you selling my home? That's kryptonite to these lazy, lying ass, no plan agents. They just wanted a listing. I don't know why, but they need to be exposed. They're not doing their job to get it done. So yeah, they lied. They lied to you. Get out of contract with those guys and then come talk to me, because they don't have a marketing plan. They don't have skin in the game. You're just another listing, and they put it on the MLS and they think, 5-6 years ago, it might have been okay. I put it on the market. It was gone the next day. No problem. That rhymed. That was good. But it's not okay, because right now you need market exposure in order for people to see your listing. And that is the fact. You need market exposure for people to see your listing. And this whole, oh yeah, we're marketing to Seattle. That is a bunch of hooey. I do not believe it at all. I don't believe it, and neither should you. Show me your paid marketing. Show it to me. Hold their feet to the fire and see what they're doing to sell your home. Why not? They're getting paid a commission. They're getting paid a commission because they're supposed to have skin in the game. That is their job. To do the work. Ooh, ambulance behind me. They're getting paid to do the work, guys. Make them do the work. Yeah, if they have to spend some money on marketing, make them spend the money on marketing. That's all there is to it. Okay, I need to go back one step. There's one more way the price could be messed up, and that has to do with the sellers directly. I've been in situations before, which I don't know if I really want to be in these situations. I negotiate with them. But they say, I want this much for my house. And you're like, but your house is not worth that much. And they're like, I want you to list my house for this much. Now, if you agree with that, then you're setting yourself up for failure. If you're selling your home and you're like, hey, I want you to list my house for this much because I feel I need that much, maybe you shouldn't sell. Maybe you should rent it out and wait for a better market that's going to help you out, because the market really is the buyers. The buyers and the sellers agreeing on a price. And if you don't even come into that category and you're demanding your agent do that, if they do, the agent's just wasting their time, and so are you. That's it. I normally say, fine, we could do that, but at a certain point, we're going to lower the price. If it's not gone in a month, we're lowering the price. We're lowering it down to what I said it was worth. That way, we get it sold. If they can't agree, then we're not doing it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to continue this series because you guys, I want you to be successful, and I want you to be educated about this purchase, or the purchase and the sale, because it's the most money that you're possibly doing, you know, in one deal. It's life-changing. You need to be clear on the numbers. That's why I tell buyers, you need to talk to your lender and make sure you know all your payments, all your down payment, everything that you have going into this deal, you need to know. It's not optional. You need to know the numbers. So I'm going to continue the series about why your agent's lying to you. Like and share. Send it to, like and share with people that have not sold their house. What the heck? Hold your agent's feet to the fire, or just get a new agent that's going to deliver. Love you guys.